from across the country, crossing your area. You're in tune to 108.9 Network Radio.
Yo guys, it is Noble here for the Harrison and Noble Show. I am joined with Ben today.
Hello. Right.
Harrison is not with us today. He unfortunately can't make it. Network Radio is back. We are here. We are good. And we're hopefully here to stay. It's been a while since Network Radio has been gone. That was due to me having no internet to stream Network Radio for you. But we're back. We're here. Everything should be all good. We should be back. We should be good to go, and we should be bringing you guys a brand new show. We should be bringing you guys a brand new Harrison and Noble show. So what can you expect in the show, guys? Well, you can expect the latest on the news and the weather. We've been having some shocking weather recently, which me and Ben are going to be discussing in today's show. And obviously, you know, we're going to just hopefully have a bit of fun. You guys can go ahead and put some put some stuff in as well, what you think. You can comment and stuff like that, which should be quite good. So I'm going to get the comment chats up and I'm going to play you guys a tune. I will be starting off the first tune tonight, and this is a remix of a classic 90s song, and this artist goes by the name of Mikey B, and he uses the classic 90s song Finally. I can't remember the original artist, but this is the remix by Mikey B. You're on Network Radio. Turn it up, lock it down. You're in tune to Network Radio. Well, that indeed was Mikey B with
I
a
enjoyed that, yeah.
remix of Finally. Now, I have to say that's quite a good remix, but remixing a song like that is very hard to do. And what I mean by that is it's very hard to beat the success of the original, because a lot of tunes like that back in the day were obviously like a massive hit. So a lot of like newer artists do try to kind of bring back like beats, melodies, lyrics from like past songs, because them songs did well. And it's not as easy as you think. Beating an original song like that is not as easy as you think. But yeah, that was uploaded by the Dprot YouTube channel, and they say what a year 2018 is going to be for UK bass music, and I think it is, because their channel's growing. UK bass music is growing, as a matter of fact. It's played at a lot of nightclubs now. It's used in a lot of raves. It is kind of, in a way, like the modern day rave, and I think it's definitely going to keep going.
Well, I enjoyed that, Ash.
Yeah.
I've got to give you that one.
Yeah, it is an alright song.
I'm no expert in music, but I know when it sounds quite good, you know.
Yeah, obviously. So, bad weather out there, guys. Bad weather. The Met Office have actually warned people to try not to drive. The weather is quite bad down south now. It's getting quite bad down south. It's also up north.
Up north, it's quite windy, very windy.
Very windy.
After that storm, Emma.
Yeah, real windy up there. So what have you got for us today on Network Radio? We are back. We're back and we're good, and things should hopefully start to pick up. I believe Ben has the next tune for us. We're gonna get in a music vibe to keep us out of this nasty weather that we're having. Let's go for it. So what have you got for us, Ben? What has Ben got for us on Network Radio? That is the question. I've just had an absolutely, what I to believe it is an actual banger. Be good to see what Ben has.
So it's. Oh, one second. Ash, what song do you think I'm going to play first? What song do you think it is?
I have a feeling that the track you're going to play is Feel Good, but I want to, you can tell it to the listeners.
Alright, actually, you were right. Let's go.
So this is Feel Good. No, go on. Go on.
No, I was carry on. Oh, I was just gonna play music. Go.
Feel Good.
that was Feel Good.
That was Feel
the
Good.
2016 version.
That was Feel Good. I don't know about you, but that song always makes me feel good. There's just something about I like when it kind of like builds up, but it's not a big
Crazy.
build up. You know, like where some songs go like do 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 do. You know
And there's rubbish at the end of it.
yeah, like that one just kind of has a like little steady thing, and then like it just goes into that do 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 do, and it's just got a really good beat in it, like really good. I have got a tune for you very soon, and I'm kind of gripping my teeth in the hope that old CC Rogers here doesn't copyright us for playing this. But I stumbled across an artist. Well, I kind of knew one of his songs, and pretty much, I don't know if you guys have played the video game Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, but there's a radio station on there what features one of his songs, and anyway, like from that video game, decided to search up the song on YouTube, and then I started coming across like to sort of think, you know, like what other songs has this artist done, and it turns out that I actually had a melody in my head. And I heard the song on a CD like when I was a kid, and literally from being a kid I never found out what the song was again, and I happened to be stumbling through this artist, like seeing what other songs he has, and it turns out that he was the person who made the song where I had the melody in my head. But the one from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is the one I'm going to play you on network radio today, and stuff like that. But I hope he doesn't kill me. But he's got an absolutely amazing voice. Like he's such a good singer. Like, and obviously
Well, so when you finish this song, I will be telling a story which a man has gone to jail for 15 years. So. Yeah, it's quite good.
Well, before we get into any of that, if you guys do want to get in touch with us at the network radio team for the Harrison and Noble Show, here's what you've got to do.
Get in touch with the Harrison and Noble Show. Follow these steps. Comment down below in the live stream. Or email Noble at mcnoble18@gmail.com. It's as simple as that. Comment your debates, your comments, and we will read them live on air.
It's as simple as that, guys. Comment down below on the live stream. Email Noble at mcnoble18@gmail.com. That is simply what you guys have got to do if you want to get in touch with the Harrison and Noble Show. You can you can share your debates, you can share your stories, anything that you would like to say, you can have it said here on network radio. So I'm going to play you this song from CC Rogers, and then when we come back, we're going to go into a little bit of storytelling. Ben's going to tell us a story. I'm going to read some events that are happening around the country for you guys. We're going to have a little bit of a debate, but before we do all of that, after the song, we are going to take a short advert break. So we'll have the song, we'll have the advert break, and then when we come back, we will have the stories and the events and all that shiz. Now, I'm going to take you to a classic song which dates back to the late 80s, early 90s. This is from an artist over in America who is a singer slash house music producer. He goes by the name of CC Rogers. He's got an absolutely phenomenal voice for who he is, and his song is absolutely phenomenal. He's got really good talent in his voice, and it is my pleasure, and I say that with all my heart, it is my pleasure to share this guy to you on network radio.
I can't wait. Let's go for it, Ash. Come on.
Well, that was CC Rogers and Someday. Now, that song maybe doesn't, I guess you could say, show the talent in his voice as much as some of his other songs, but it was a really good hit. It was on a Grand Theft Auto game, as I obviously stated, and he's still going now as CC Rogers. He still makes tracks, he still performs live. So anyway, Ben is going to have a story for us next, but first we are going to a short advert break.
See two impressive specimens, the agile MG3 and the larger MG6. And now you can explore MG with offers including free insurance, interest-free credit, great part exchange, and free weekends away. See mg.co.uk/offers.
Free insurance is underwritten by Allianz Insurance PLC. MG 3 and 6 finance subject to status. 18s and over. Financed by MG. 0% representative APR. Terms and conditions apply. Visit mg.co.uk for details.
This winter at Phil's Pharmacy, we want you to stay clear of any illness. We want you to fight the illness so you're back up and running on your feet 100%. We are Phil's Pharmacy, supplying medication for your colds, your headaches, your spots, your rashes, even your bruises. So come down to one of your local Phil's Pharmacy stores today. Get the medication you need and get your illness back up and gone. Make yourself 100% again. Phil's Pharmacy, here to help. From across the country, crossing your area, you're in tune to 108.9 Network Radio.
Yo guys, welcome back to Network Radio, the Harrison and Noble Show. Harrison is not with us today and Ben is stepping in. He's kindly stepping up and he's doing Harrison's job today. Now, before the break we had some, pretty decent tunes. Now we have a story from Ben.
Right, well, I might as well start from the start. So, I think it was last Friday, I looked onto, obviously, down my feed on Facebook and all that shiz and that, until I come across an article, a man jailed for 15 years. So he got jailed, I said, man jailed for 15 years for raping 3 children. One was his niece, and one was his stepkids, basically, yeah. Which obviously I know well, which they were fine with me telling it to you guys. So he has been jailed for 15 years, which people I know think that he won't make it in, the full 15 years. And he'd be 40 odd when he comes out, so yeah.
Well, if I can just stop you there, I don't get, I get the story, but I don't get, why people are worrying how old he's going to be when he comes out. I mean, I'm not being harsh, he's killed people, and to be honest, I don't think 15 years is really enough. Because...
yeah, they're underage children.
I'm not being harsh, but when you look at prison cells today, they get TVs in them, and my my dad, my granddad, actually did some electrical work at a prison once. And this is going back years ago, and this is a true story. Basically, they were doing some work in a prison, and the police officers, you know, the people who work at the prison,
Yeah.
well, they were bringing a packed lunch in, you know, to work with them, like, you know, like a pack up with sandwiches in. And the people who were actually in prison, you know, who were doing time for raping people, killing people, setting fires, you know, whatever they've done, they were like going into a cafeteria and getting a cooked meal. And then the police officers, you know, the prison wardens or whatever, who were working there, they're taking a packed lunch. And then people what have actually physically hurt people, ruined people's lives, you know, killed family members to people, relations to people. And they're sat in there getting a hot dinner, going back to a cell, being able to rent a movie, being able to buy cigarettes and smoke. Like if you smoke, like, I think once you get into prison, they should stop you from smoking, because obviously it's hard to stop
It's a
smoking,
pleasure, innit?
but do you
Yeah,
know what I
but
mean? Like,
it's
it's going to show that
their choice.
person, it's going to show that person who's done the crime, like the end of the day, like, I think the prisons need to be more tough on people. Like, I think when you do something like that, you should literally just sit in a four wall empty cell with a bed and a toilet, and that should be it. And then you go out for a basic meal, and you know, like, and if you don't like it, then you starve and you go hungry. It's your own fault for you know, for committing the crime. But I mean, it's obviously awful what happened. And I was watching the news today at tea time, you know, seeing about the weather, and I think it was an 85-year-old man got stabbed 45 times walking his dog. And apparently the person who stabbed him had a grudge against the man because he didn't like him walking his dog, and he didn't like dog walkers. And he actually said, like, you know, given that he's actually been arrested for this, he actually said that he wanted to kill that man. Like, to be fair, like, I think they should give him. Give him a really hard time. Obviously, like, killing him, he's in a way he's getting away with it, innit? But if they like really make it hard for him, you know, really make him think that what he's done, you know, how he's like hurt. I mean, what if that old man had a wife? Do you know what I mean? Who's maybe like ill, struggling to cope, and that man was maybe walking the dog for him and cooking the meals, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it just makes me feel sick, like, that people can go around, you know, obviously doing stuff like that. But anyway, guys, I am now going to read some events for you guys, some, like, you know, nights out, if you are obviously up there for nights out. If you obviously get what I mean. So a lot of these are going to be based preferably around my area, because that's where I'm, like, interested in events. So on the 2nd of March, which is actually tomorrow, we've got the Hull lip sync battle in aid of the Hull homeless community. So this is obviously in aid of the homeless people that live around Hull. It's based at the Old School House and Courtyard, Moulton Street, Kingston upon Hull. And pretty much the event details: join us for our hilarious lip sync battle, perfect for work Christmas do. So I think they did have this, like, originally around Christmas as well, and I think they're just doing another one, and I think they've just used the same event and obviously changed the date of the event. So you get a private table just for you and your friends. Just let us know how many seats you need. Tickets are just £5 each. There will also be a raffle with some fab prizes, and all proceeds will go to the Hull homeless, you know, community project. If you would like to get involved by donating a prize or even performing, please do get in touch. We can help with your, you know, dancers and stuff like that. So if you do want to obviously go live. Also on the 2nd of March, if you do actually want to go up to Middlesbrough, which is closer to where Ben is, you can actually go to the MCE, the Middlesbrough Events Centre. And you can actually go to Clubland Classics at the Middlesbrough Event Centre. So there's actually a Clubland Classic there. So there's actually quite a good lineup on there. So if you are into your Clubland, you can go and see Kelly Lorraine singing live. You can also DJ to Ultra Beat, so you can dance to him mixing. There's Mickey Model, he's also going to be there. Flip and Phil are also going to be there. Friday Night Pose, Jeff Scott, and it's hosted by Keys and Donimo. And there's also After Show, which goes on from 2 a.m. till 5 a.m, hosted by Gorelia at the Arena, Middlesbrough, with Friday Night Pose, Evaluation Bounce and Jeff Scott. You can get your tickets at skiddle.com. And also on the 2nd of March, if none of them other two up above interested you, there's actually a D-Prot event. So you know the D-Prot YouTube channel where I played the first song from. They're doing an event in Leicestershire, and Bruce C is going to be there, and Distinct is going to be there as well. And it's going to be quite a good event. So it's going to be like UK bass and house. It's going to be quite good. It's going to be quite fun, definitely something I wouldn't have minded going to, but obviously it's quite a bit away from me. And then on the 3rd of March, we actually have the Kidstock Winter Edition, and that's also at the Middlesbrough Events Centre, and that's like hard style. So there's Darren Styles, there's Alex Kidd, there's Andy Whitby. It's all like hardcore, hard style. And it definitely looks like it's going to be quite a good event. Then we're going to skip right to the 9th of March, where you can actually go up to the Keys in Yarm. So Yarm is also not too far off Middlesbrough either, Yarm on Tees. And you can go and see Tom Zanetti. So Tom Zanetti dropping his sort of like house music, which will be quite good. That should be quite good. And he's doing a special 5th birthday special, which is going to be quite good. It should be quite interesting. Well, it doesn't get much bigger. The place invites Tom Zanetti and K.O. Kane, and it's going to be quite good. Friday the 9th of March at the Keys in Yarm. Expect our largest amount of people to date that's going to go there. And then on the 10th of March, if you want to go to the Institute in Darlington, which is also around the same area, you can go to Retro Presents Alison Limerick Live PA, Saturday the 10th of March. So Paul Taylor doing his classic stuff, Alison Limerick singing live on stage, and Mark Plum as a supported DJ. And also, if you want to go to the Keys in Yarm again, you can go to the Keys Presents Spencer Matthews Plays Lounge in Room 2, and that's something going on right there. The 30th of March, if you want to go to the Doncaster Warehouse, you can go to TFI Friday. So we are back with our annual Good Friday, so this will be on the Good Friday, and there's going to be some good stuff. There's going to be Hixie, Dougal, Scott Brown, Holty and Eowyn, and there's going to be Skegster. There's going to be quite a few good artists on there anyway. There's going to be some MCs, MC Nats, MC's Eruption, MC Donna, MC Space, Marco. There's going to be quite a lot of people in there. There's also going to be MC's Thunder, MC's Predator, MC Dandy, MC Rage, and there's also going to be DJ Jim, Nick Ziggy plus Tyler D, Jimmy B, Riley plus Lowy, Laggy plus Powerhouse. It's going to be quite a good event. It's going to be quite big. There's a few of my friends going, and it sounds like it's going to be quite a good one. And then we'll take you to the 26th of March, where we've got BTID, which is Bounce Till I Die, on the pier, the big one, and pretty much there's going to be a good lineup there. There's going to be Andy Whitby there, and it's going to be quite good. So Kickstart kickstart your 2018 festival season with us as we return to Blackpool's famous North Pier for the Ultimate Weekender 2018. So there's going to be loads of great artists going on right there. And that is going to do it for events, unless... go on, if Ben's got some.
No, I said I've got a song to play for when you're finished.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, if you've got a song. But before we do that, Dylan says hi, and he also says, where's the music? The music is coming right now. What have you got for us, Ben?
It's Zayn, Dusk Till Dawn, the remix by Sia.
Is that song what goes, I will love you from dusk till dawn?
Yeah, but it's a remix of it.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's crack it on. Let's do this. Network Radio.
Not trying to be cool, just trying to be in place. Tell me how you do. Can you feel where the wind is? Can you feel it cool? All of the windows out this room. 'Cause I wanna touch, baby. I wanna feel you too. I wanna see the sunrise and your things just me and you. So do yours. We'll roll down the rapids. Find a wave that fits. Can you feel where the wind is? Feel it through all the windows inside this room. 'Cause I wanna touch you, baby. I wanna feel you. I wanna see the sunrise and your sins, just me and you. Only you that can stop it. Boy, give love to your body. Only you that can stop it. Boy, give love to your body. You that can stop it.
Well, where we are?
Well, there we go, guys. That was Dusk Till Dawn. Good remix.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a bit weird, but like crazy. It's hard to explain how that song went.
Yeah, definitely hard to explain how that went, but it wasn't a bad song.
No. Ash, have you got anything to play?
Yes, I will have a tune for you guys in
We'll
just...
go straight back into it. After you've got the song up, you know.
Yeah. So after this song, we're going to go for a break, and then I'm going to give you the latest weather and the latest news. But I'm going to actually take you guys to a bit more of a hardcore song, which is actually by Gamma MC Wizkid, and it's actually quite a good tune. It's actually a really good tune. Quite big in the hardcore scene. So this is Gamma and MC Wizkid, We Killed the Rave.
I'd do anything in my power to lose myself for an hour. Cause staying at home just tastes sour. So give me a beat I can devour. The lights, the hype, the decks, the mic. I might just ride this track all night. Can't get enough of the buzz. Addicted to the speed. Cause rush, I dance, I stop. The baseline pumps. I grit my teeth. The crowd, they jump. I take hardcore right to my grave. We came, we saw, we killed the rave.
Well, that was We Killed the Rave. You think we killed the rave?
We killed the rave.
We did kill the rave. So what I'm going to do, well, what we're going to do is we're going to take a short break, then we will be back with the news, and then over with me we'll have the weather. As you know, it's not going to be too good, but we're going to have you some latest news coming up just after the break. So make sure you stay tuned for all the latest news and weather updates.
Choose chicken. Choose the McDonald's Chicken McNuggets. Tender, juicy chicken McNuggets made with chicken breast meat, wrapped up in a crisp tempura batter, and accompanied by our range of limited one-time offer sauces, like our deliciously new caramelized onion dipping sauce. You could even up the heat and get your McNuggets with our fierce hot chili dipping sauce. Or are you chicken?
Now, I can tell you the secrets of successful investors, but the golden rule is you have to act quickly. Now, you're obviously a decisive person, someone who stays ahead of the curve, someone who could be drawn in by the time pressure of an investment scammer. The Financial Conduct Authority are committed to keeping you safe. But if you've been offered an unsolicited investment opportunity, a Scam Smart Investor, get the FCA warning list of firms to avoid at fca.org.uk/scamsmart.
Hiya, darling. Hiya, Mum. I'm on my way round. I'll be there at 6. Don't forget the roasties. I forgot the roasties, and it's nearly 5 o'clock. What am I going to do? I know. Asda. Asda's open 24/7 with a wide range of pre-cut foods. We're really here when you need us. These roasties are delicious.
From across the country, crossing your area. You're in tune to 108.9 Network Radio. Network Radio now takes you to the latest news update.
Yes, good evening. The time rather is 21 minutes past 6. Stories tonight. A man convicted after teenager killed in a car crash involving a 1.2 million Ferrari. Yes, a man has been convicted of causing the death by careless driving after a teenage boy was killed in a crash involving a 1.2 million Ferrari. Alexandra Worth, 13, was in the F50 supercar with Matthew Codden when the businessman lost control at the wheel at a reported 40 miles per hour in Hampshire in August 2016. Winchester Crown Court heard the trial was told Codden, 39, was keeping the vehicle at his storage business, offered to give the teenager a ride after the boy's father asked him whether Alexandra could have a picture. The pair then drove along a quiet farm road with good weather conditions and visibility. Juries were told the Ferrari accelerated in North Warnborough, causing it to flip and throw the pair, who were not wearing seatbelts for the vehicle. The court heard Thomas Wilkins' prosecution said Alexandra died when the defendant's car drove off the right-hand side into a long fence post, which launched the vehicle to flip it and turning it through 270 degrees. Now, in some other stories, we actually have the big freeze still going in the UK, and it has convinced the Met Office to give some red weather warnings to some parts of the UK, and the red alert military has actually now been sort of called out to this, and this is obviously now knowing that the series of weathers are actually getting very serious. So which events are cancelled due to the weather? Which weather warnings covering much of the country? Many concerts, gigs and other events have been called off. England Premier League darts as exterior on Thursday, so the darts have actually been cancelled on Thursday. First Direct Arena Leeds Sports Awards has been postponed. Rugby League games Thursday's Hull KR vs Castleford Tigers. Their rugby game with a new date to be announced. Wakefield versus Huddersfield Giants on Friday is postponed until Sunday, the 4th of March, and Leeds Rhinos versus Catalans Dragons on Friday is postponed with a date to be announced. St Helens Salford Red Devils on Friday is also postponed until Sunday, the 4th of March. And Thursday's X Factor live show at Glasgow SEE has also been cancelled, along with Alan Reid's gig at Glasgow's Ivory Blacks has also been cancelled due to the weather. 3 murder arrests over the death of man in Turkey after Blackpool pub row. So Simon Marks died in Turkey in October. 3 people have been arrested on suspicion of the murder after a man died in Turkey following a row at a Lancashire pub. Simon Marks, 42, from Blackpool, died while on holiday in the Turkish city of faithfully on the 8th of October. A day earlier, he had been involved in a row at the Newton Arms in near Blackpool at around 12 a.m. Police said that the post-mortem examination revealed Mr. Marks suffered blunt head trauma, which police believed that was sustained during the row at the pub. The three men, Blackpool, aged 29, 54 and 29, have been arrested on suspicion of the murder. Lancashire police said that it is understood that the three men have previously been arrested before released on bail last year. One of the 29-year-old suspects have also been arrested on the suspicion of wandering after a second person was hurt during an altercation, police said. And detectives are also trying to trace a man who may have spoken to Mr. Marks at the bar in Blackpool around 1 a.m. on the 7th of October. Well, that's it for all the news stories. We are now going to Ben with the latest weather.
So in Norwich, we have got -2 Celsius with light snow. In Kendal, we just got clouds with no sun, which all with light snow, which would be -1. Then Wick in Highlands will be a bit dark. Will go down to 0 degrees, and so will Belfast and Aberdeen. Southampton's going to be quite heavy snow, -2 Celsius. Birmingham, light snow, going down to -4 Celsius. Exeter has also got very heavy snow, which is also going down to -3 Celsius. Cardiff, also heavy snow, was -3 Celsius. Peterlee, light snow, also is -2 Celsius. Further in, sleet and snow are expected at all times on Tuesday, Wednesday. Northern parts are likely to see snow, whereas rain and sleet are most likely further south. It will stay very cold in the north, but with brisk winds. In the south, it'll be less cold, with cloud, mist and fog likely, which may be slow to clear during the day. So that's the weather. If you want to find out your weather around your area, just let us know in the comments and I will find out for you. Over to Ash.
Alright, well, me and Ben are back now with the remainder of the Harrison and Noble show. So, as you can see, there are quite a lot of gigs and and do's and, sort of like, events.
A lot of places heavy snow.
Yeah, a lot of places cancelled due to the heavy snow. Obviously, is obviously a shame there. If you were going to them, or you were, actually looking forward to them, then unfortunately, you're actually going to be a little bit disappointed as some of them events, do's, football matches, rugby matches have obviously been cancelled. So I'm going to be back with a tune for you guys, and this is by the Clubland famous Ultra Beat, and this is I Wanna Touch You.
Dream
Well, that was Ultra Beat. I Want to Touch You on Network Radio.
Oh, do you actually joking? I'm only joking.
Nah, I like that song. I only stumbled upon it a couple of weeks ago, and it was kind of... Clubland's big, and I know a lot of Clubland songs.
Yeah.
But that was kind of, for some reason, one that I'd forgotten about. And then I was actually playing an album of mine on from iTunes in my shed. It was actually the Clubland 100% Hardcore, and there's some good tracks on the Continuous Mix 4. So I was playing through that through my speakers, and on the CD4 of the track, it actually came in on track 8, and I was playing through, and it happened to come on, and I was thinking, like, it just come to me, like, I'd never like, out of all the Clubland songs that I know, I'd forgotten about that one, and I don't know, like, I've just had a buzz for it ever since. It's absolutely sick.
Yeah. Any comments, Ash? What we got in the comments?
Nothing really. We're a bit dead today. We're actually a bit dead today.
Wow.
We're actually a little bit dead today, unfortunately. Which I don't actually particularly, specifically know why, but I have got another tune to blow us away, to hopefully try and get us in the mood. And this is actually Blade featuring the Rap Brothers. So turn it up. When did we become a hardcore radio station? Right about now, oi oi!
What is he doing? Tentacle.
Listen to the fat bass that will send the blood coursing through your veins. It'll show you you're alive. Listen to the fat bass.
Well, that was Rap Brothers, Fat Bass. I think that could have got us in the mood.
I'm just gonna. I've got a few updates from the weather warnings here.
Oh, go on.
So up towards Scotland, we've got yellow weather warnings. Going down into the Lake District and around there. Everywhere else in the UK is fine. We've still got yellow warnings. Met Office did extend the warnings to a red this morning, but now they've gone back down to a yellow and a amber because of Storm Emma and the Beast from the East in the UK.
All right, so it looks like things are improving. Well, I know from the weather that my area is actually like it's been through the worst of it now, and I'm meant to be going to a rave this weekend to a Clubland Classics, and it wasn't really looking like I was going to be going, and there still might be a chance that I might not be going, but I got asked by my family when I went down there for my tea about an hour ago. I got asked if I'd been in touch with my mum about going through, and so I don't know whether they're thinking about helping me with the cost of going, or I'm not sure. But we're going to depend on the weather as well. But hopefully it's actually going to go ahead, so hopefully I can go. But it looks like for weather-wise, my area's starting to improve.
Well, I've got dark skies. Not one bit of you can't see one star or anything like that. At 1838, there's nothing. There's all in Middlesbrough around Stockton Rise. There's going to be there's snow all over the roof. The road's still covered in snow. So we're quite bad. But like yesterday we had a whiteout, which is where you can't see quite much, where like all the snow is just crazy.
Yeah, anyway guys, we are taking you now towards the end of the show, so I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We've had music, we've had news, weather, we've had stories. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, I want to thank everyone who watched too. They might watch it back, I might in there. Anyway, we hope you enjoy it. You know,
And
we had a good time.
Yeah, we had a good time. We shall see you next time.